Welcome to Alpha's online training program. Today's discussion is entitled, Why Choose Alpha for Your ASQ CQI Exam Preparation Needs? This is a great question. Well, let me tell you, I've been teaching students ASQ CQI principles for nearly 2 decades. I have passed nearly every ASQ certification exam they have. I have helped hundreds, if not thousands, of students prepare for their ASQ certification exam. Nothing makes up for experience. I'm also a Shingo Award-winning author. Now, this is extremely important that you listen to this part. Part of your exam preparation class is to teach you how to take an exam. This is one of our big competitive advantages. See, what I did is I brought experts together that were experts at passing exams, and they taught me test-taking principles. And I documented those, I own those, I copyrighted those. No one else offers you this competitive advantage. How big of an impact did it have on me? Well, I would take an ASQ exam, let's say it's for 5.5 hours. It used to take me 5.5 hours, and I'd have to guess on a few to get finished in time. After I learned these principles, I was able to finish an ASQ exam, 5.5 hour exam, in an hour to an hour and a half. It changed the way I took exams. It was a life-changing experience, and I thought, wow, I wish I would have known that earlier in my academic career, because not only is it quicker, but I'm more likely to pass the exam. This is a wonderful competitive advantage. Like I said, it is life-changing as far as taking an exam and being competitive in an academic world. And it is one of the reasons we have such high pass rates at Alpha. All right, another advantage we bring to you is you can schedule live video conferencing sessions at no additional charge. So if you're having problems, just contact us. We'll schedule some time. We'll help you through your difficulties. Now, I've been improving this program for the last 20 years. So when I get a question from a student that I haven't addressed, I put it in my next lecture. That's been happening for 20 years. So you may not even need to use this. But if you do, there it is, at no additional charge. Now, another advantage we have, all our lectures are delivered over an online learning management system, or an LMS. And it's a very simple one to use. First of all, you have 3 options, and you listen to a presentation. That's where you listen to the presentations. They're all in HD video, similar to the one you're watching right now. Here's where you take an exam. An advantage of Alpha is we allow you to take practice exams. So you take the practice exam as many times you need to get your level of understanding up, then you take the real exam. It really helped our pass rate. So this is another competitive advantage. We have learned how to use taking tests and educational experience. So it's one of our competitive advantage. Then you have the option to go back and see all your exam results. Anyway, it's very easy to use, very simple. You'll find, you'll really like it, I promise you. Now, here's another reason to use Alpha. Alpha has the best guarantee in the industry. We guarantee that you will pass on the first attempt. Let me read that again. We guarantee that you will pass on the first attempt. And if you don't, we will pay half of the cost of the retake. That's how confident we are in our system. To qualify for the guarantee, you must finish all online exams with a grade of 75% above, but remember, you can take practice exams. A lot of people are thinking, yeah, you'll just give me such a hard exam, I can't get 75. Now you don't have to pay the guarantee. No, you get to practice that until you do get a 75%. This is a genuine guarantee, no trickery involved. Read the complete primer and finish all exam questions at the end of each chapter. We don't leave you alone on this one either. We give a lecture on those end of chapter questions. We do half, you do half. On the more difficult ones, and trust me, CQI is a difficult test. I think it's the 3rd most failed exam in ASQ. So on the real difficult chapters, with all the math and everything, we do 100% of those questions. It will make it much less frustrating for you, and you watch and you understand, then you shut off our lecture and you go take the test until you can do it on your own and score, 75, 80% there. So anyway, complete all those, then finish all practice exams and final exams with a score of over 80%. Again, you might think that's a trick. It's not. You can retake the test till you get your 80%. And so that's how you get the guarantee. Now, let's just in summary explain some of these things, how it works. Once you register for the class, you'll go online, listen to the online lectures, and take the associated exams. For the CQI, you have 32 hours of lectures that you'll listen to, and I estimate that it'll take approximately 24 hours to do all the testing on those 32 hours of lecturing. Then you will read the primer. It says read the primer. It's actually review the primer because we've covered most of the body of knowledge. You've been tested on it fairly heavily, so it's more of a review. Review the primer and work questions in the back of each chapter. That's the ones where we lecture on those as well. That takes approximately 23 hours to review the primer. The next step is you'll take the practice exams until you get 80%. Again, you can practice those till you get the 80%. Once you get up there, by the way, I give you 3 hours to practice those. That's an estimate. And after you get up to that level of understanding, it tells me you're ready for the certification exam. You go take the CQI, 4.5-hour exam. If I add all these times together, you're at 86.5 hours of commitment there. That's if you're the average student. You may take a little more time, you may take a little less time, but on average, that's what you can expect. Well, if you decide you want to finish this in 3 months, which is my recommendation, that equates to approximately 7.2 hours of study time per week. Again, yours may be a little less or a little more than that. And you know, you've been in classes enough, you know where you're at on that spectrum. And so set the time accordingly. But on average, that's where you're at. Well, thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions, there's my email address. There's my phone number. Feel free to contact me with any concerns you may have. Thank you for taking a little bit of time to learn about the Alpha Advantage. Hopefully you'll let us help you through this journey that you're ready to take. I look forward to helping you. I would find it to be an honor, and hopefully you'll choose Alpha. Thank you, and have a great day. Goodbye.